Nam. I'm Mary Moonstar here, and if you've been tuned into my station previously, what I do is I give you the astrological updates, and then I read your oracle cards for the week per sign. And we've had a lot of different aspects that have been coming in, and today is January 10th. We are midway between the first eclipse that we had, the partial solar eclipse we had January the 5th. And here is January the 10th, so on the 20th for us here Pacific time in Los Angeles, we're gonna have an eclipse. It's gonna be about 9:12 p.m. January the 20th here, and will be seen in North and South America. So what is going on now presently, right? Got that midway point and a Jupiter-Neptune square. There's different aspects that are coming in, and you know, it's like a push and a pull here and there, and it's obvious by that concentrated energy of Capricorn that's disciplinary, that's coming in, plus this square is creating a confusion and an illusion with the eclipse, and with Aries here in Mars in its home station, and Chiron coming into Aries soon after a long cycle, about 9 years in Pisces. Uranus is going to be coming also as well into Taurus after 7 years in Aries. So we're closing out a lot of cycles, and a lot of planets are home. Saturn's home, Neptune's home, Mars is home. You know, so the energy has like I said, it's like a push and pull type of energy. The hardest aspect is all that Capricorn that we had from the first eclipse that came through, and hopefully that we can make it through with that confusion, illusion type of energy. Today is a Pisces moon, so understanding the different realities that may be coming in. What is reality? What is an illusion? What is a dream? And then what is, like I said, you know, when it's an eclipse period, and especially this is going to be the second of 5 this year, it is a metamorphosis process. And when you are in a cocoon, or if you're inside of your mother's belly, or whatever aspect of you transforming into some type of life, coming to life, what are you coming to life with presently? And what are you expanding your wings in soon? And you don't want to miss things. That's the thing. If you have the ability to jump and manifest things, then take that leap. Take that faith in love, in work, in art, in music, whatever is creative, because that Leo moon, it's a full moon is coming, even though it's an eclipse. Again, this is like an amplified energy, and all the work that you put in between now and the new moon to the full moon to the eclipse, this total lunar eclipse has the ability for us to create things. And you know, I always say, whether it's you enjoying creating work, creating art, creating music, or whatever is your passion, create it presently with that eclipse energy. And what we really have to see is what's that cloud that's coming over us, and that suffering that's coming over us with the politics. What we have to do is try to maintain some type of peace within, some type of positivity within, and how we are with others. Venus in Sagittarius and Jupiter in Sagittarius, we still have that Christ consciousness, Krishna consciousness, Osiris consciousness, whatever way that the story relates to you or your origin. So that right there is coming in our love aspects, coming in that planet of art and beauty, and its home in its place in Jupiter. So even though we have all this other hard aspects that are going on, and we're metamorphosing, what positivity can we bring presently, right? I'm always about trying to transform our positivity and our inner light and especially us breathing. That's the most important part. So Mercury is going to retrograde in Pisces in February. A lot of different transitions that are coming up. I do have that on the dates and the times and the information in my previous video. And so let's move forward here, as the love is going to begin for the aquas. So aquas, it's upside down, and we have here, as you can see, that power card, that lion, that you're going to be eclipsing a Leo moon Aquarius's. And then see that solar plex, that sun energy. So let's get, what does this read mean? Are we here? We're here in the shadows, Aquarius, because you're going to be eclipsing a Leo moon, right? So this is also last year's nodes. So the ecliptical points have also a sign that it gets placed in. And that in if you take it in the Hindu way, it is like the Rahu and the Ketu, which means the headless part of the dragon and the tail of the dragon. So there's no body in between. So it's the Rahu is what we have to work on, and then the tail is what we already attained as our gifts. Now these things can aspect people that have that in their chart if it's returning for them from their birth station. This still has an effect on us, I feel. Even maybe some astrologers may disagree with me, but I do feel that the ecliptical parts do still influence the society. So I feel the planets, even if you don't have those signs in your chart, it does have an influence on everyone, collective, right? So we're in that shadow period here. Love begins. So maybe once you're released from that shadow, from the eclipse, love is going to begin for you. And remember those conflicts and defeats that you may feel presently, Aquas, your power is going to go up. You're going to power up, but you have to be guided by your solar plex. So your solar plex is your navel, your third chakra, and what is your steering wheel of your car. So how we breathe deep from our bellies. And if we're having issues right now, Aquas, like I said on my previous video, maybe it's just best for you if you need time to just take a break when you need to. If there's some, you've been extending yourself here with family, friends, or whatever from the holidays, or whatever work that you're missing or doing, or whatever situations that you're in right now, Aquas, just power forward with your solar plex. And if you have to take a break, take a break. So that's my suggestion. Once the eclipse removes, you're going to feel like a lightness. And like I said, this is kind of like a review of what we were experiencing in our nodes last year. So what we already felt like we were kind of reviewing is the theme on what we may have missed in the aspects of Aquarius. And what we may also experience in Leo, which is that moon. So the moon's our reaction, the sun is our essence, and that's what the eclipse is coming into, Aquas, presently. Much love to you, Aquas. There's some love somewhere. I always say love can be a love for anything, but it's available to you. It's going to be a power for you. Just hang in there. The eclipse will be over soon enough. Alright, so I'm going to read for my Leos because their moons are coming in here in that eclipse, the full moon. So we got patience and planning, Leos, and let's see what else we have in the cards for you today, Leo. So we also have conflict and defeat and love begins. So it's a theme for the video here. It's also the solar plex, the power, and the victory. So Leos, you have similar cards to the Aquas even though you are opposite. And I like to do 5-card reads, but this one is 6 for you Leos because maybe you are the sun. Like I said in my previous video, you're the sun and you're feeling muted and you are the luminary now. So what illuminates off you? So it's almost like a double mute, but at the same time you are aware that you're the sun and you're gonna triumph from this situation. Things are gonna get better for you again. After the eclipse, it kind of releases that energy off of you, whatever you're transforming in. Just remember also to breathe from your solar plex and move forward, Leos. So you and the Aquas are experiencing similar things here. And just remember, it's a shadow period right now for Aquas and Leos. And let's see, we'll read for Capricorns because we had that 5 stellium the day of the eclipse. So it was the sun, it was the moon, it was Saturn, it was Mercury, and Pluto. All in Capricorn, right? So that energy that was coming in, as you can see, what is going on in the disciplinary actions in our environment here in America. And of course, Europe is also suffering their own things with their government. This I feel is going to be worldwide for just a bit here. And but also remember that if you take the chance on things that are work oriented, that you can succeed. It's a possibility. So allow that to happen, Capricorns as well. So let's see what's in the read for you today. Alright, so there's plenty of cards coming up. We got that intuition and destiny card here on the side. But your 5-card read, Capricorn, we got that base chakra, your root chakra. So you can root into the ground right now and create a foundation, but you may not feel it because again, you might be muted from that eclipse energy that we had with all those 5 Capricorns coming here down, plus that Jupiter square Neptune. So a little balance for you might be needed in your foundation, Capricorn. And just trust that the foundation is okay. Move on from the situation so that you can balance yourself and so you can root yourself. You have the ability to draw some wisdom here, and you might have Sagittarius in your chart, being that, you know, our planets tend when we're born to have the neighbor signs in their chart. But either way, Jupiter is in Sagittarius, Mercury is in, Venus is in Sagittarius. So, and Mercury's in Capricorn. So for you right now, presently, the wisdom can be available, Capricorn. Trust your intuition. So this is, see, that's your third eye, your intuition, your destiny, and have some hope, Capricorn, because like I said, this is usually a 5-card read, but these other cards were trying to come out. And to me, this could even be for the collective, because I got the hope and the destiny card that just popped up on their own for me before I did the read. So just be aware of your own intuition right now. If it's unclear because we're midway through the eclipses and you're going to be eclipsing also at the end of the year, so just realize that everything's going to be okay. Tomorrow's a new day. If you're planning on making some kind of foundations or grounds, there is a possibility for it to be created. You're putting in work now, it might feel really hard, like it's not pulling forward. Just realize that it will eventually be clear. This is going to happen. Things are going to free up, we hope, soon. And Leo moon, full moon, is going to lighten things up. It's that creative energy. Leo always lightens things up, especially the moon. Even if it's an eclipse, at least it has some that Leo energy always embodies some joy, because the sun usually embodies what it means is joy. It's heart, it's warmth, it's life, right? So trust your intuition if you feel like you don't understand what's going on, because you do carry the wisdom, Sagittarius, and have some hope. Everything is going to be okay. Just trust it. Breathe into it. Close your eyes. Roll your eyes up to your third eye, or you can look down at the tip of your nose with your eyes 1/10 open. Breathe deep from the bottom of the rib cage to the middle to the upper clavicle, and then exhale the opposite way, and everything is going to be okay. Okay, so Pisces. So Pisces, we have the moon presently in your sign, and you're going to retrograde in Mercury. And the last full moon was in Cancer, so that energy is still around for you. Neptune, all these things that are going on right now, squaring Jupiter, might feel like it's might feel rough for you, or more confusing also as well, like these top signs. That's why I wanted to bring you up to the 4th spot. But let's read for you, Pisces. 1 second. I'm going to shuffle it. Okay, my Pisces. What other cards that want to come up in the read? So truth and foundations of achievement. So that Capricorn is all that foundation energy that we have here. So for you Pisces, your heart chakra is upside down. So if you feel like the square to Jupiter, to your planet Neptune, has your heart a little off, trust your own awareness, your own inner guidance here. The partnerships and alliances card is up and positive. So choose wisely. Make the decision that you're going to make. If you're partnering with someone in business or in romantic relationships or whatever you're partnering with, the card is upside down, so that's amplification of the card. Choose wisely to your path, and because you don't want to suffer any heartache or loss by making the wrong decision. So that's why this 5-card read brings in what's the truth and what's the foundation in the situation. Try not to sense in your heart like you have a loss. Only thing is that maybe you need to tune in inward and breathe intuitively, because we're, again, all of us are in a metamorphosis process with the eclipse. What is your heart really saying? What is your experience and your awareness and your intuition saying, Pisces? Because you're one of the most intuitive signs besides Libra, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're the last sign in the zodiac. So some positivity here is coming in for you. Trust in that, Pisces, and I wish you a beautiful week here. And again, this read is for January the 10th through the 17th. It's going to end just before the eclipse, but again, I'm talking about the eclipse and these things. And let's talk about Sagittarius here. So we're talking about the eclipse because it definitely is making us all feel like we're cocooned in our vision. We're seeing passion ignited and the deception card at the same time, Sagittarius. So are you ignited some kind of passion in someone that can be deceiving you? And I don't always gear towards everything being romantic necessarily, because also there's so many different types of relationships. So just remember that. There's a spiritual strength card here in the shuffle. And it's funny, I had the one card from my other deck in here, and it was the weight card from the mermaids and the dolphins. I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck today. Alright, Sagittarius. The cards were hard to come out, so what is feeling tough for you right now, Sagittarius? So you got to have a little hope. Again, this is the theme before I even started the video. And remember, I know you may be thinking about some memories of love, and just remember, you will have some success in this situation. I always reiterate, love can be the love for work, love of things that are outside of the romantic field. So just trust that the material and spiritual prosperity is available to you, Sagittarius. Whatever feels like an obstacle and a challenge presently, it's happening to everyone on the collective, and it just feels so disciplinary. And it feels so restrictive. That's Saturn. Saturn is restrictive, and we're coming down with the Saturn energy from the previous eclipse and the theme for the year, and that's how we started it out with that 5 stellums. So just remember, the obstacles, it seems like a challenge presently, but just trust that in that memories of love, put that into passion, because if you have to cut something out to create success, cut it out and go for the things that you love, because again, that material and spiritual prosperity is available to you. Just don't only view the obstacles and the challenges presently, Sagittarius. And again, like I said, I'm using the Psychic Tarot deck, and I actually had this as one of my cards on my Instagram for a day read, and it's the weight card, and it came out randomly for you, Sagittarius. So whatever the situation is, you're going to manifest things, but you maybe just have to wait it out also. Alright, so I'm going to read for my Scorpios, because you finally got unleashed from Venus. All of us got unleashed from Venus in Scorpio. And you may have felt like you cut out a lot of things. Could cut out jobs, cut out relationships, move. Felt like things disrupted completely. but then it rebirthed. Whatever it was that you went through, Scorpio, we're all going through this metamorphosis process, and hang in there, Scorpio, because now it that energy unleashed off of you, because it also retrograded. Venus retrograded in your sign, and it was stuck in Scorpio for a while. Not saying stuck necessarily, I have Venus in Scorpio, but it's just a lot of transformation. And then on top of it, now the eclipse is coming in, so it almost feels like we've just been in a constant Scorpio season for a long time, because it was also in our outer planets for a long time. So again, the theme, hope and disruption. So this is for everyone on the collective, but your 5-card read for you here, Scorpio, is there's the fulfillment of wishes that can be available to you. Again, that we gotta be waiting. So this came up for Sagittarius. So what you have to wait for your wishes, and once you wait, you're gonna rejoice in the celebration of it. So just trust that the light is coming through now, and you're released from that energy for Venus. So things are positive, and your wishes are coming true for you. It's available. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm getting hoarse. Alright, Scorpio, what's going on? Alright, so when things happen to me, sometimes I might be feeling someone. So, the foundations and the achievements are available to you. You may not see it right now. You gotta have a little hope that whatever was disrupted can be achieved in a possible way. It's available, not in a possible way. It can be achieved if you see that it's available, and all you do is wait, because like I said, you're gonna rejoice in things. Light is coming, foundation's coming to set yourself strong. You can set yourself strong with Capricorn as well. As Scorpio tends to, it can work with Capricorn. They can work off of each other and their energies. So you can put some stuff in here with your foundation, Scorpio. Just know that, just have hope that the light is available to you. So I always reiterate, meditate, dear Scorpio. Okay, so there's some positive grounds coming in. Again, it's theming, and also themed for Capricorn. Alright, Scorpio, wish you a beautiful week. And let's read for Libras. Actually, let's read for Gems. Gems first. Alright, Gems, deception and envy. So for you, Gems, I see a spiritual union card. For you, Gems, I've been feeling like you might be just trying to have some feel-good energy going on, because this Capricorn is just way too intense for a Gemini. And just remember that let's not just choose to do some feel-good. You gotta move on. There's a card here. Not just do feel-good things just because they feel good, so you can mute things out, numb the pain. Just remember that there's some kind of spiritual union that's out there for you, and you have to work on yourself to achieve that union. So here we have movement, choices, and decisions. So are you making the right choices and decisions and movements for your future? That material harvest is available to you, Gemini. Are you aware that it's available to you? And that 9. So that's been a theme that I've been seeing constantly, and with my peers as well. That 9 is coming in. So embodying a lot of wisdom and knowledge, because we got that Sagittarius is theming here, and it's Jupiter, it's home. So that 9 energy, that destiny as well. What can you set up for your destiny? And Gems, don't just be discontent and bored with your situations. Know that if you put in the work, you can create material harvest, even if the theme of the sky doesn't feel right. So Gems, the obstacles and challenges, this has been coming up, disruption, obstacles, challenges, things that people are experiencing because of the eclipses and all the different aspects that are going on, and all the different planets being all over. Anyway, no matter what's going on astrologically and the obstacles that we're feeling right now, but we all have the ability to create some kind of material harvest. So focus on you, Gems, so you can get to your spiritual union that you crave. Don't just be bored with your situation presently. Good things are here for you if you trust in it. Don't be trapped in fear and think of the past and worry about it. Just remember there is positive coming in. Alright, so I'm going to read for Taurus, because Taurus is coming in here. Helicopter. There's my disruption there. So we said we're going to read for Taurus, right? Taurus, let me shuffle the cards for you here. Alright, you have a couple cards that are just popping out here. And so, my Taurus bulls, the waiting game is on. So this is coming up for a few signs here. And for all of us, I believe we all have to wait through the process of what's going on presently. But it is upside down, so maybe we might not have to wait too long. Once we have some patience in the waiting, we're going to rejoice in the situation, Taurus. So realize that you're transforming presently. Of course, the theme is that we're transforming. Taurus, you're transforming and you're entering into Uranus's grounds. A 7-year cycle is closing with Uranus and Aries. So you're going to be transforming here with the eclipses and with the transformation in Uranus. So what kind of things can you rejoice in if you just take a pause? The waiting game will have you okay. The emotional withdrawal, whether you are emotionally withdrawn or not, or emotional loss, Taurus, have a little faith in things here. You're just transforming. Un momento, por favor. Yeah, rocking the Espanol in Los Angeles. So yeah, whatever is going on with this emotional loss and whatever is going on in all of our environments, the transformation will be rejoiced. Some things are just impatient, so just wait it out and it's going to be okay. And in the long haul, you're going to transform and you're going to rejoice. So don't just wallow in your emotional loss with whatever the situation is. It's a double emotional loss. Everything's going to be okay, Taurus. Okay, just have faith. We all are in a pause presently. So wish you a beautiful week, Taurus. And on that, let's read for Aries. So Aries, you're here in Mars. You're home since December 31st. See the universe cards bring up. Alright. Aries. Oh, Aries. Passion ignited. Aries is upside down. And what are you cutting out from your passions that you could create success in, but you don't know, you're not aware that the wishes can be fulfilled here presently, not seeing the passions that's available to you, or the material and spiritual prosperity available to you, Aries. You gotta trust that your throat chakra needs to see the words that it should. So whatever is going on with you presently, all the cards could be positive, but maybe you're just stuck in hearing the words of things instead of vibing what is really present in what's being said. One of my cards on my Instagram that I had for January 7th was for us to listen to the subtleties of things and the words. They may hurt, they may sting. Whatever is going on, there's material and spiritual prosperity. There's wishes for you. You can be passionate with the things that are around you. But you like I said, there's some kind of things with your throat chakra. What is going on with your throat chakra? And let's see, Aries. So that solitude, looking for a little solitude and sacrificing things so that you can get to your solitude. Sometimes less is more. And when you see that you have what you have and you're grateful for it. And not feel like things are a sacrifice, that you can find the things that you want. If maybe you eliminate and clean house in certain things, Aries. So there can be some positivity. Sorry to see that all your cards are upside down presently, Aries. Again, we're just on that kind of that cocoon metamorphosis process right now for all of us. And I hope things lighten up for you next week. Alright, so I read for Virgo. Here's Virgo, Libra, Cancer. Alright, Virgo. Alright, Virgo. What's going on with you? Next month your planet's going a retrograde. Alright. So Virgo, your awareness, you have an extra card coming in here. And an extra card here in the read that I pulled. So, emotional loss. So this came up for Taurus as well. And your foundation and your achievements. You may feel like there's an emotional loss on your foundation and your achievements. However, there is the availability here with your sacral chakra to create things, especially with that Leo full moon coming in. And so just trust in the things that are coming around in your environment. There is some truth here that'll give you some availability to your awareness to trust in the things that can be positive for you in your foundation, because you can create things presently. There is some truth in the possibility of you creating things right now. Stand your ground with the situations around you, or possibly step back from standing your ground. You may be looking to be recognized and rewarded for the things that you've been working on, and I do see that this is a possibility once you put your awareness to the situation presently, Virgo. So whatever you may have been experiencing a lack of emotional loss or a total emotional loss from in your foundations and your achievements, you can step forward, create that energy presently between these eclipses. It's available to you, Virgo. Just know you can get recognized for your work. Be aware of that. That is present here for you. So, next I'm going to do Cancer. I'm going to do my Cancer. Alright, Cancer. Alright, we all seem to need extra cards and extra work here in this time. Putting yourself in, it's good that it's right side up. Your passion was ignited in something possibly, or not ignited in something, but whatever it is, you got to balance it out. Balance out your root chakra, your foundation, and your body. There is some accelerated motion that you're seeing in your life presently, and it can accelerate if you move on from the situation. So if you're hanging on to things from the past, or you're hanging on to something in your foundation or in your passions, let that go, because once you balance everything, there's going to be some positivity. You can accelerate forward. So just trust that that's available to you, Cancer. Alright, and maybe from the last full moon, maybe you've been manifesting some things because it was in your sign. Got those nodes still, Capricorn and Cancer for the year. And people are feeling like the need to expand in something. Here's a fertility card as well, emotional withdrawal. So whatever you may feel like you're building, or the foundations that you're working on, Cancer, there is some little bit of patience and planning, and things will be okay for you here. So next I'm going to read for my Libras. And Libra, what's going on with you here? This is intense energy that we've been going through. And maybe now you might feel a little bit lighter with Venus and Sagittarius instead of Scorpio. So are you trapped in fear as well, Libra? We have extra cards, like I said, this time, the crown chakra. So coming from our essence, from our soul body presently, and our heart as well. So really communicating with our heart and our soul What can we communicate with our heart and our soul presently, Libras? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the 6 card read, Libras. So you may also be feeling emotional loss. A lot of us might be feeling this way. And there's a firm foundation that we're all trying to build. Again, that's the nodes, Capricorn, Cancer. We're trying to build some kind of foundation. And we got so much going on the home aspect and on the disciplinary aspects with Saturn. So us gearing towards our inner awareness here, Libras. So if we see our awareness and we're aware of what our soul needs to do, what our heart needs to do, what we could put our heart into, there's going to be some positive movement forward. So just remember that embody your soul, embody your heart. But number one, your soul body can be accessed from your heart body. And that's actually in Kundalini Yoga, in the theories of the philosophies of it. When you embody your soul body, because we all have 10 different bodies that we project out into the universe. So in our soul, if we find humility and come from our hearts, then we'll be able to communicate from our what we truly know, that we'll be aware of what we truly need to tap into, Libras. Okay, and let's read the overall card for January the 10th through the 17th. Overall card is 2 cards. Well, it looks like more actually, but 2 cards here. We got the disruption and the 3rd chakra. So things feel disruptive presently. Again, we're in that metamorphosis process in between the eclipses, all these different aspects going on. And without the astrology, even if things just feel heavy, we have to trust our intuition above all. Let's go inward, trust that 3rd eye. What is the first instinct that you feel in the situations around you? And be guided from your heart. Trust the influences from your heart and what your 3rd eye says. And most likely the first thing that you think and feel is the aspect that you're really supposed to gear towards. So I wish everyone well here on the collective. I wish everyone peace in their heart and in their life, and may they be surrounded with white light surrounding you. Healing energy to surround you all here, with all the things going on in our environments and within us, and the transformations within us may seem like a big test, but just remember, tomorrow's another day. It's another rebirth. You know, every night we die and we come back and rebirth every morning, and whether it's our last breath or not, we just live for positivity and peace. And to focus on our passions, the things that make us happy, and caring for the people in our environment, in our home, in our workplaces, how we're expanding, what kind of wisdom can we bring in our futures presently? What can we harvest, and what can we structure in our foundation positive for our future presently? Right, everyone? So thank you kindly for tuning in. Please drop a like or subscribe. Love to see any of the support, or if it resonated with you. And I'm Mary Moonstar here. Again, you can also follow me on Twitter, Mary Moonstar with a double R, and on Instagram, Mary.Moonstar. Thank you so much.